Hey guys, so this is ISeeRed, and today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of the game. The game costs $10, I think. Okay, so we are already getting loot. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a melee weapon, I see. Besides your infinite pistol, you can carry another weapon. Okay, so you can switch weapons and stuff like that. So the game is a top-down twin-stick shooter, and we will today be hopefully seeing if the game is worth $10 or not, since the game costs $10. So this is literally the intro. The game starts, you don't even get a menu, you don't get menu options, you don't get to change your resolution or anything like that. They just literally, as soon as you start the game, throw you into the game. I don't like games that do that, actually, but I mean, it's not the end of the world, you know. So once you're in the game, you can just press exit, and then you will be able to basically access your menu. I don't know if the game is paused while you are in this menu. I'm assuming it is paused while you are in this menu, and then you can obviously change whatever settings and stuff you want. You can set the frame limit, which is very good. You can set vertical sync, which is good. The game has an actually functioning windowed mode, borderless full screen mode, and full screen mode, which is also good. And I say functioning because there are so many bloody games these days that don't have those three different windowed modes that actually function. I've actually played a couple of $60 titles recently that don't have functioning windowed, borderless full screen and full screen modes. So the fact that this $10 title does better than many of the $60 titles that I've played recently actually is pretty good. Although it is a sad state of affairs when we have to praise a game like this for simply having a functioning full screen, borderless full screen and windowed mode. But that is unfortunately the state of affairs, since so many other games do not have functioning windowed modes. You can also change the resolution on borderless full screen mode, which is supposed to be that way, but like I said, so many games do not give you those options. And then you can set the quality settings. I don't like the fact that you can't set individual quality settings. So you can't set the shadows, you can't set the anti-aliasing, you can't set the texture detail, you can't set the shadow, the lighting detail, you can't set the world or the environment detail. So just having one slider like this, which changes all of the graphics options, I don't really like that, even though, I mean, in a game like this, in a game that has basic graphics as this, you're really not going to really notice that too much, to be honest. You know, it's not like changing character detail or environmental detail is gonna matter as much as it does in something like Far Cry 6 or Witcher 3 or anything like that, you know. So I do like the fact that your boots leave bloody footprints. I really like that. That's a little nuance that so many games just don't care about. That's a really nice little nuance right there. And you can see now I stepped in a corpse again. Now my feet are bloody again. That's really nice, actually. So yeah, before we actually get into the game, I probably should do my intro. So I'm going to play the game for an hour or so until I am happy and confident that I can give you a final opinion on the game, whether or not the game is worth $10. Now, for those of you that are in a hurry, you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video, where I will give you my quick, concise final opinion of the game. But otherwise than that, you can just stay tuned, watch me play the game, and I will give you my running commentary, and I will tell you what, in my opinion, is good and bad about the game. And obviously, like I said already, the game is a top-down twin-stick shooter. The game is also a roguelite, apparently. At least that's what it says on Steam. So the game is a roguelite. So we will be seeing some kind of a meta progression, probably, but we will also be seeing some form of permadeath, or at least a death penalty. Those are usually the aspects which are present in roguelite games. Okay, let's test something. Okay, no, wait, I can't test it right now. I want to test whether or not press right click to throw the hook. Okay, we will test that. You just picked up a key card used to open a locked door. Okay, I want to test if the loot in the game disappears or not, because that is very important to me. Can we open this? Oh, we can pick up a box. And then how do you put the box down? Oh, and you can dash as well with the space bar. You can also dash. So I don't want to throw it. Oh, I don't want to throw it. I know left click is throwing, but I want to know how to put it down, actually. So let's see what's in here. You have the keycard on your left. There's a keycard reader that you can use. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, there's a lot of lag that just happened for some reason. What's this thing? I don't want this to be the exit. Come on. Oh, we get some new guns. So this looks like a shotgun. Yep, it's a shotgun. This looks like an assault rifle. Yep, it's an assault rifle. So yeah, let's go with the assault rifle. I don't know how many bullets we have. I'm assuming we don't have infinite bullets, even though there's no UI, no user interface in the game. So I'm not sure how you actually see how much bullets you have remaining. I guess we will find out. Some boxes can drop all sorts of things when destroyed. Okay, so obviously these are gonna drop health and stuff, probably. Press to use your current defensive consumable. Q. Okay, so we press Q in order to use our consumable adrenaline. Okay, so that's adrenaline. Let's use it. Okay, and then it slows down time. You can see we are much quicker now. Press tab to see your inventory. Press R to use your current grenade consumable. Okay, so R to throw a grenade, Q to basically heal. Okay, are both of these the same? I would like to see a little bit of a breakdown. You know, I know I can already see the game likes the UI to be very minimalist. It's very minimalist, so they don't provide you with a whole lot of information, but I at least would like to see a little bit of a breakdown about the guns. Oh, okay, I see now. You see on my cursor, on my mouse cursor, there is a white circle. When I shoot, the white circle reduces. So I can already tell you that that is going to be our bullets. So yeah, this one is unlimited, obviously, and then the other guns don't have unlimited bullets. You can basically shoot them until the white circle is empty, basically. Okay, so there's nothing we can do there. This is just more grenades, I believe. Let's throw a grenade and see what happens. Okay, so it instantly explodes. Okay, no, apparently it doesn't instantly explode. So sometimes it instantly explodes and sometimes not. Okay, what's the distance? Let's have a look. Okay, so it's pretty damn far. You can throw a grenade really far. Okay, let's use our pistol for now. Okay, I couldn't go back. I don't like the fact that you can't go back. What's that? Like, they literally blocked me. I tried to go back and they blocked me. I do not like games like that. I do not like being blocked into an area. That's really not fun, in my opinion. So I will just test it during the next fight as well, but just to be sure. But I think already they lock you into the room when enemies come. Okay, so let's check. Yep, I can't move backwards. During the fight, they lock you inside the room, which is a very shitty mechanic in my opinion. I do not like that mechanic at all. Control. Okay, so that points you towards rooms that you have not yet encountered. What's this? Oh, so the game has stats actually. That's interesting. Didn't think that the game would have stats. You can also perform a brutal murder without using the hook's charge by hooking enemies that are constantly blinking. Okay. Wow, this shotgun is quite deadly. What gun is that? Oh, that's the shotgun. Okay. You can take a shower. I don't know what that red is. You see right there? There's a red there on my health bar, kind of. I wonder what that is. The game still has not explained to me dashing or dodging, and yet I am able to dodge. So the tutorial leaves a slight amount to be desired. Let's see if we can throw someone. Take that. Okay, apparently I missed. Press space to dash. Okay, now you're telling me about dash. It's a little bit too late, to be honest. Holy shit, he picked up the gun. That's really interesting. That's something you almost never see in games. People picking up guns. Holy shit. Like, really, that is quite rare. That's actually really nice. And when you drop the gun, it actually shows you in white how much of the ammo of the gun is remaining. Okay, so we heal with Q. Okay, well, I just used it, but nothing happened. So, but I did get hit. I definitely got hit. So I don't understand. I got hit, but I didn't lose health. So is that like armor, or what is that exactly? Because I definitely got hit. Okay, so that's explosive, obviously, going by the look of the crate. But yeah, like I said, that's really nice that the enemies actually run and pick up a gun. Like, you never see that in games. Whenever you use a consumable that affects your stats, you get healed by 5% of your maximum health. Okay, I guess we will take that. Check your stats screen. There you can check the passive that you just grabbed. Okay, what's this? Okay, I don't know what that is, but I dropped my grenade, and that's another consumable. Oh, and I dropped my health. Okay, so can we see our stuff at all? So you have damage reduction and stuff like that. Rage. The rage meter fills up after dealing blah blah blah. While active, hook is unlimited for 11 seconds, and the following stats are gained: extra movement speed, extra melee damage, extra damage. Okay, so I'm assuming that red at the bottom right is my rage. Once that is filled up, you then get rage. I don't like the fact that rage does not affect your shooting damage. It only affects your melee damage. That unfortunately is going to make melee builds in the game much more powerful than ranged builds. So I don't like that, to be honest. Okay, so here we can see the stats of the guns. Like I said, I would like to be able to see the stats of the guns in the UI while playing the game, but I guess they're trying to keep the UI as minimalist as possible. So at least you can see the UI here, so it's not too bad. Hologram creates a decoy. Okay, so that's the square thing that I picked up. And then explosive mine, it will detonate after the button is pressed and then released. Okay. And then here are our power-ups or our passives. So the game has passives. And that's it. Okay, so the game has quite a bit more depth than what I initially thought, actually. Not bad. Okay, so this is melee weapons. Oh no, it's throwing knives. Okay, so those are throwing knives. Okay, well, let's use my consumables here. How do I melee attack? Okay, so you can also grab crates. Interesting, so that's adrenaline. I would like to rather see the names, to be honest, because I know that that is adrenaline because I have a good memory, but I would still prefer to see the names of the stuff. Okay, so obviously nothing happens because I'm full health already. Ouch. Okay, anyone else? I guess not. I like the fact that seemingly loot does not disappear so far. So that's good, because I really hate games where loot disappears. Why do these chests look different? These ones look different to those ones. I wonder what the difference is. Okay, here comes some kind of a boss fight. Holy shit. Holy tits, how am I supposed to defend against that? Okay, well, I tore your ass apart. That shotgun right to the back really destroyed him. I think people who are red colorblind are really gonna have a difficult time with this game, because yeah, being red colorblind would really suck in this game. There was another game as well. I can't remember the game's name. It's an old game, at least 6 or so years old, but you play as an archer, and that game also is red and black. Basically, it's like gray scale and red, but I can't remember the name of the game. But yeah, that game also, like, it would really suck if you were red colorblind in that game. What the fuck, did I actually lose an arm? Holy tits. I literally lost an arm. So now I'm probably gonna get a bionic arm or something like that. Yeah, there we go. Fortunately, it's his left arm, not the right arm. PogChamp. I don't know what that means. That thing, I don't know what that means. What's this? Okay, I guess this is some kind of a trophy case. I can't interact with any of it. I'm clicking and pressing enter and stuff like that. Spacebar. Can't interact with that at all. Okay, this is a breakdown of all of your shit. Damage taken, average time, enemies killed, bosses killed, ships invaded, ships destroyed. Interesting. Watch the hook indicator. After a certain number of kills, you can perform a brutal murder. This simultaneously heals you. Okay, but you've already kind of said that. Yeah, you've already said that. You can also perform a brutal murder without using the hook's charge by hooking enemies that are constantly blinking. Okay, thank you very much. What's the difference between these ones? Okay, no, there's no difference. I don't think. You can grab anything with the hook. Yeah, I already know that. I already figured that out. Thank you very much. Throughout your invasions, you will get printing matter that you can spend in different places. For instance, the cloning machine where you can upgrade yourself. Okay. Upgrades sound good. I do like character progression and stuff like that. These games aren't as fun without character progression. Okay, so did I actually get stronger now or what? Because I can't interact with the machine anymore. Okay. Okay, but I want to actually upgrade myself at the cloning machine. But it's not allowing me to. Okay, I guess we're gonna leave. I guess we're still in the tutorial stage. We don't have a lot of freedom right now. Why is the thing so broken and disheveled? Do I have a gun? No, I don't. Oh, okay, I'm on my ship now. So that's just a small transporter to my actual ship. Okay, why can't I interact with this thing? There we go. What's this? Is it like a DLC or what is this? While this film will replay the... Well, oh, okay. So we don't want that, obviously. What's this? We'll close the game. Do you want to continue? Now, I don't understand what this is. I don't understand. I don't know if it's just a cinematic that will play or if we will actually replay the beginning of the game. Okay, so that's the dev team. Good stuff. Okay, this is basically the screen where you can see all of your shit. And then you can move like this, okay. And then you can move like this. You see the different passives. There's 92 passives, which is quite nice. That's a good amount of character progression. There's skills which I haven't unlocked yet. Human, robot and alien skills, which is interesting. So there's different categories of skills as well. Enemies, consumables, and then world. Apparently you can unlock different characters, or no, just lore. This just shows the lore, I'm guessing. I don't know what this is, maybe tattoos or something like that, and then different places, the lab and the Leviathan, and then tutorial. You can revisit all of the tutorial stuff. Okay, so that's fine. And then let's see if we can go to our next map. Okay, so you can choose where you want to go. Possible value, possible threat. Well, I ain't afraid of no ghost, so let's go to the most difficult one. Yeah, this guy doesn't know how to use doors. He just fucking crashes into stuff. I can't see over here. I don't know if there's actually something there. Hey, lag. The game just lags sometimes. I don't know why. Like, it's not even lag, it's just freezing. Like, literally the game freezes. Printing matter obtained. Okay, so I can rage now. I can use my rage if I want to. But I think I will save that for when I'm really in deep shit. Okay, we have throwing knives now. So that's R. I believe you press R to use the throwing knives. We can heal ourselves. Press to unleash your inner range and become even stronger. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to waste my rage. Come on, I don't want to use my fucking range. I don't like tutorials that force you to do something. Ouch. I don't like that. Like, sure, it's okay if you tell me what to do, you know, like, tell me that I can press shift in order to use my rage meter, but don't fucking force me to do it. That's just shitty. Like, a tutorial isn't supposed to force you to do something. It's just supposed to inform you and show you what to do and how to do it. It shouldn't force you to do shit. Oh, I have to tell you, I do not like the fact that the game locks you into a fucking room. Like, really, I don't like games that do that. Okay, this is a rocket launcher. One interesting thing that I've noticed is that the enemies, when they shoot or when they use the weapons, it actually consumes weapons. So that guy shot one shot from the rocket launcher, and you can see that it actually consumed one shot on the rocket launcher. So it's interesting. So the enemies can potentially shoot out all of their ammo, you know? That's pretty interesting. Not a lot of games actually do that, you know, like where the enemies also have consumable ammo. Okay, a glimpse into the past. A glimpse into whose past? Oh, okay, I can rotate it. I was fucking sitting here doing nothing. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? I can only rotate it that way and then this way. That's all that I can do. I can't rotate it any other way. Okay. I don't know into whose past we glimpsed, but we glimpsed into someone's past. Okay, we heal. Heal again. Oh, there's 4. I see now. There's 4 healing charges on that. There's so much stuff in this game that you have to figure out on yourself and visually recognize. Holy shit. Holy. That's 2 shots and I'm dead. Okay, so what do I do? Quick restarting, initiate cloning. What does it actually do? Let's go for quick restart. I don't know what it actually does. Okay. So we completely restart the mission then. That sucks, but we are playing a roguelite, so like I said, there is going to be permadeath on some level. Okay, so we also completely failed the mission that we were on. That sucks. What's this? I don't know what that is. So yeah, you also completely fail the mission you were busy with, and obviously lose all potential loot that you could have gotten on that level. Okay, that sucks. Like, I have to say, I'm not a fan of permadeath, and I'm not really a fan of the roguelite genre. Like, I really like top-down shooters and twin-stick shooters. I really like those, you know, like the Ascent. I played the Ascent recently, which I didn't really like it, but I did like it. You know, it's a pretty good game. And then Helldivers. Helldivers is a bloody good top-down twin-stick shooter. It's not roguelite, so Helldivers doesn't have permadeath like this game does. But yeah, I really like a lot of twin-stick shooters. I want to see if money disappears actually. So I'm not going to pick up that stuff right now. I'm just going to leave it. Did it disappear? Because I didn't pick up those up there. So I wonder, did it actually disappear or did it not disappear? I don't know. I will have to go look at my VOD again, but if that loot up there disappeared, obviously you guys can just skip back 20 seconds. If that loot disappeared, then it would really piss me off, because I hate games where loot disappears. Like, seriously. But yeah, like I say, I really like Helldivers. Helldivers is a bloody fantastic twin-stick shooter. The accent is pretty good, even though it's not like fantastic or anything like that. What other good ones are there? There's a bunch of ones. I mean, I grew up playing games like Crimson Land. If you're old enough, you will remember Crimson Land, a very good twin-stick shooter. Even though there's not a lot of strategy, I guess, involved in Crimson Land, but it's a really good twin-stick shooter. So yeah, like, I really like twin-stick shooters, but I do not like permadeath, and I don't like a lot of the roguelite mechanics. Obviously, I do like meta progression, but the permadeath really I don't like, you know. I like having constant, permanent progression. Having my progress reset is just not my idea of having fun, you know. I play games to progress. I don't play games to have my fucking progress reset every now and then, you know. Yeah, I don't want to press shift again. You already fucking told me about this shit. Now I have to press shift again and waste all of my rage again. I don't fucking like that. Look at that. There's fucking no one left in the room. And now they made me use my fucking thing. Like, that's really fucking idiotic. Seriously. I don't know, like, there was loot over there on the ground, money, meaning money loot. There was money loot on the ground over there, and it just disappeared. But I don't know if I actually picked it up, because the game's pickup system is weird. It shows you plus 60 or plus 61 or whatever, which is the amount of money that you picked up in the entire room, but I don't know if the money on the ground automatically gets added to that number or not. So it's really difficult for me to be certain that the game has disappearing loot or not. You know, obviously, like I said, I fucking despise games that have disappearing loot. So if the game has disappearing loot, I will not be happy. But it's just difficult to see if the game actually has disappearing loot or not. Obviously, this loot doesn't disappear, but the money loot might disappear. And I would have a real issue with that if the money loot actually does disappear. You see, like that, plus 53. I don't know if all of the loot in the room is automatically picked up, or all of the money in the room is automatically picked up, or not. Or if you actually have to run over the money to actually pick it up. I don't know. When you arrive at the ship, 2 random stats will decrease by 1 and 2 others will increase by 1. Yeah, but what's the use of that? Like, that seems stupid. You gain no benefit. I mean, I'm gonna pick it up just so that I can unlock it in my my thing, you know, in my progress thing, whatever. But it just seems stupid. Okay, we pick up another thing, that's fine. Only 34 left to go of those collectible pickup whatever stuff. I already had that one. Okay, so we look 16. Now look. If it does not increase, then the game has disappearing loot. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it automatically gets pulled to you. Okay, that's fine. I have absolutely no issue with that. That means the game does not have disappearing loot, and I am happy with that. It gives you 10% damage resistance against poison and prevents death from this type of damage. Wow, that's really good. So you literally cannot die from poison damage. That's really nice. I'm already full health, so I don't need to use that healing. This is the final room, I believe. Ouch. Come on, who else wants to eat a pot? I'll throw a plant pot against your head. Easy peasy. I do like that the game gives you enough loot, but the game's, I guess, mechanics makes it so that you're basically constantly switching weapons. Like through a fight like that, I switched 3 or 4 times already. So the game very much encourages you to constantly switch weapons. You know, you're constantly gonna be picking up new weapons because the ammo capacity of the weapons are very low. You know, like with the rocket, well, it's not a rocket launcher, it's more like a rail gun. With that rail gun that I used throughout that fight, you have like 4 or 5 shots and then it's done, you know. So you shoot 4 or 5 times and then you have to switch. So you're really encouraged to swap weapons quite a lot. How didn't that break? That was supposed to break. Wow, both of those chests didn't contain anything, even though they had the health indicator, I guess I can say, on them. Let's pick up a plant pot. Fuck, I threw the one against the other one. I already was here. This room only really has melee weapons. Here's a bunch of ranged weapons. I do like the shotgun quite a bit. Okay, that looks like a boss room. This one seems a little bit more tame. Holy shit. Holy tits. Okay, I was definitely supposed to dodge there, and I blocked against the barrel, and then I just got hit. So we know what quick restarting does. Basically, quick restarting makes you lose the level, and basically, I think, lose all of your perks as well. I think so. So we know what quick restarting does. Let's do initiate cloning. I'm not sure what that does. Let's see. Okay. So what did that actually do? Advanced hacking services replace all cursed loot boxes with regular ones. Okay, so that requires printing stuff, drastically increases the spawn chance of epic and legendary loot boxes, increases maximum health by 5 and your damage reduction by 5. Wow, that's really good. Oh, fuck, you also lose your printing, whatever, printing stuff. I forgot, printing material or whatever they call it. That really sucks. So not only do you lose your perks and your stuff, you also lose your printing things. So yeah, you lose all of your passives. You basically lose everything. Like everything. It doesn't matter if you choose the initiate cloning option or the quick restart option. You lose everything. You lose your stuff that you looted, you lose your perks, all of that kind of stuff. Now that's brutal. Let's have a look. If we go back onto the ship, where do we start? Do we literally start from the beginning where I started 2 missions ago, or like where do you actually start? Let's have a look. I don't know what this is. This the stuff that I collected? Because I've collected 2 of those other things now. I guess so, I don't know. Let's see here. Okay, so you do not start where you were, because clearly this is a different area of the map. So yeah, you completely, all of your progress gets reset. So yeah, that's pretty brutal. But everything considered, I think I'm ready to render my decision on the game. to be honest, my decision on this game is a little bit biased because, like I said, I do not like roguelite games. I do not like the permadeath mechanic that the game has. I don't like games that have permadeath. I don't like games that reset your progress. So in that aspect, I am biased because my own biases affect my opinion on the game, you know. So I personally would not play this game. Like, after this review, I'm probably never going to play the game. I'm probably going to uninstall the game because I don't like roguelite games. I don't like games where my progress is reset. That's just my bias. Now, is the game a bad game? No, definitely not. It's definitely not a bad game. I basically like the entire game. Like, honestly, I like the entire game. I like the guns. There's a relatively good amount of variance with the guns. I like the perks. You can see that there's actually quite a lot of different guns that I haven't even unlocked yet, you know, like there's like many guns, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's 18 guns and 4 melee weapons. So that's a quite good amount of variance with regards to guns. Honestly, I've played other top-down twin-stick shooters that don't have that amount of guns. So this is actually pretty good. 18 different guns. Then there's a lot of passives, 92 different passives that you can collect, even though good luck fucking collecting them, because every time you die, you lose them. You literally lose all of your passives when you die. That's one aspect of the game that I do not like, and honestly, it's the biggest aspect of the game which would make me not play this game. But like I said, that's my own bias. If you like roguelite games, if you don't mind having your progress reset, if you're the type of player that routinely plays games like Diablo 2 or Path of Exile or anything like that on hardcore mode, you know, where you actually lose your entire character and all of your progress when you die, if you're those types of players, then absolutely you would not mind losing all of your progress. I, however, do mind losing my progress. I do not find it enjoyable losing my progress, and unfortunately this game does not have a non-permadeath mode. I would have really liked it if this game had a non-permadeath mode like Titan Quest, Diablo, Path of Exile. You can actually choose whether or not you want to play on Iron Man mode or hardcore mode or whatever you want to call it, where your progress is actually reset. You know, you can choose whether or not to play on those types of modes. Unfortunately, this game does not give you the option at all. So for that reason, I would not recommend the game to people like me. I would not recommend the game to people who like permanent progress, who like character progression, who like not losing all of their shit when they die, you know. That's just the type of player that I am. Like, I really like top-down twin-stick shooters. Like I said, Ascent. I recently played Ascent. I really like the game. It's not the best twin-stick shooter around, but I like the game. I've probably got like 30 hours in that game. I also really like Helldivers. Helldivers, in my opinion, is the best twin-stick top-down shooter ever made. So I really like these types of games, but what spoils this game for me is simply the fact that it has permadeath. That's literally the only thing that spoils this game for me. If the devs did not force the permadeath mode upon you, then absolutely I would recommend this game. But unfortunately, I cannot recommend this game due to my own bias. Now, like I said, is the game bad? No, it's definitely not a bad game. There's a lot of weapon variants. There's a lot of skill variants, or at least passive variances. There's 6 different skills that you can unlock, which I have not even unlocked yet. So that will add another level of gameplay aspect to the game. There's a lot of different enemies. There's 23 different types of enemies, which is pretty good. So there's a nice amount of variance with regards to that. There's 16 different consumables, which is really nice, and there's 97 different collectibles in the game. So there's a lot of content and a lot of unlockables and a lot of variance in the game. If you don't mind the fact that you are constantly going to die, then absolutely play the game. I do think the game is worth $10. The graphical, I guess, aesthetic is not good, in my opinion. I really think they could have done a better job if the game looked like Helldivers or looked like The Ascent or anything like that. You know, I also played another game recently. What was the name of that game? Let me check my Steam library here quickly. Just 1 second. It started with a P, but I forgot the name now. It's also a twin-stick top-down shooter. I just want to have a look here quickly. SYNTHETIK 2. SYNTHETIK 2 is the game's name. I actually do have a review of the game up on my channel. And yeah, SYNTHETIK 2 also is a pretty good twin-stick shooter. As far as I can remember, it also has permadeath, but the permadeath is much less brutal than in this game. In this game, your shit gets completely wiped if you die, whereas in SYNTHETIK 2, as far as I can remember, you just lose your guns, which really isn't so bad, you know. So yeah, I mean, I can recommend the game if you're okay with having your shit wiped when you die, and I mean completely wiped. You lose all of your loot, you lose all of your perks, you lose all of your printing material that you looted, all of that shit. You lose your map progress. You literally start from the beginning. If you're okay with that, then absolutely, this game is absolutely worth $10. But for me personally, players like me who want permanent progress, people who like to actually progress through a game, I can't recommend the game. But yeah, like I said, you get 2 different types of players. Players who like progressing through a game, and players who are okay with having their shit wiped, you know. Like, basically it's like, I don't understand why people would play hardcore Path of Exile or hardcore Diablo or hardcore Titan Quest, because like you spend 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours playing the game, and then you die, like for whatever reason. Either you die from just a monster killing you, or you die because your internet disconnected or whatever, and then you lose everything, all of that progress, all of the items you looted, all of the experience, everything that you collected through that past 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours is just fucking sent to the shadow realm. And I personally cannot, I cannot do that. Like, I would get so mad if I lose 20 hours of progress. Like, I don't know. It's just not my type of thing, but you absolutely do get a large percentage of people who like that, you know. I mean, just go on Twitch or on YouTube and search hardcore Path of Exile. There are people who only play hardcore Path of Exile or hardcore Diablo, and they're good at it. But I'm not one of those people, and that's why I can't recommend the game to people like me. But yeah, like I said, I can recommend the game if you don't mind that kind of shit. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much my opinion of the game. As always, before I end, it would be super fantastic if you could support me on nexus.gg/LFP gaming. I did receive a key for this game for the purposes of this review, but there are so many games that I have to purchase with my own money in order to do the review for you guys. So if you guys like my reviews, then it would be great if you could support me on nexus.gg/LFP gaming. Any games that you buy through there, the developer of the games get 30% larger revenue share from the purchase, and I get like 5% usually, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. You literally still pay the same amount of money that you would pay on Steam, except the developers of the game gets a bigger percentage of the money, and I also get 5% more. So it doesn't cost you anything extra, and the developers benefit and I benefit as well, and you still get your Steam key. And then in addition to that, you can also support me on patreon.com/LFP if you want to make a monthly donation, or on streamelements.com/LFP gaming/tip if you want to make a single donation. And like I said, I use that money to make more reviews for you guys. So if you like my reviews, that is the 3 different ways how you can support me, support the channel, and allow me to do more reviews for you guys. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.